Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Utah Utes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. He's got it inside the 15. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. First down here for this offense. Here comes a handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down. And the Utes looking to run some tempo here. Handoff from the shotgun. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. The Utes will send their punt team onto the field.
Number 15 on to punt it away.
Returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the Utah offense takes the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And here's the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. On the ground, it's Connors. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Now it's 2nd down here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. This will be interesting. They're going to trust the kicker from 57 yards out. Can he get it there? And it's no good. He missed it. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Stop after a small gain. Now look at a 2nd and 9. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He bought some time, now lets it go. That's caught. It's Brown. And they'll get him down that time.
We are in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, they're making this offensive line really... communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on 4th down. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
They pick up 4, so 2nd down and a 6 coming up.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. And the Utes will have to punt this one away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. They'll kick it away here. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. And the TCU offense takes the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. They start the drive with a good throw to the right. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Here the defense was committed to stopping the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
An inside give now from the shotgun. He picks up the first down, but gets...
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Oh, and it's intercepted. He went way up to grab that. Can he take it all the way? Across the 40. At the 20. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Utes. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run here. Lets it go. Finds his target. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
TCU 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback dropping back. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good.
The kick is good. That ties the game.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Set to kick off.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Utah offense takes the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Using his legs here. In the clear at the 25. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
First down and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Finding space at the 20. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
The Utes looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
And they'll give it to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Nice job by this defense on that second down, so we now have third down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. A game. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They're going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And they'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Choosing to return the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Utah offense takes the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The shotgun running play call. The running back has been busy today, but not...
8 on the
Show for it. The defense all over him again.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it here.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Caught quickly. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
TCU 7.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return.
And the TCU offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
It's a good call against man coverage, but the execution made the play there.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
And the Horned Frogs will line up on 1st and 10. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Utes offense takes the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. Near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT puts them up 17 now. So The offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the TCU offense takes the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he throws his third interception of the day. Not a long return, but the important thing that Pick wipes out the scoring throw. The offense will take over from the 29. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking for a gap, it's Connors. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Utah. This quarterback on fire today.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers and those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he takes this from inside the 5. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, a last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Utes will kick this away, start the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. He's going to pull it down and run. They bring him down, but not before he moves the sticks with a first down gain.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. Only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
He's escaping the pocket now. And all day in the pocket, finally delivers down the middle. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45.
Great job here by this offense to open up the second half with an aggressive approach, sending a clear message to this defense that they are ready to be aggressive to win this game.
And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Second down after that previous play. Heading left after the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Catch made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And he's got his man open downfield. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. Look out, he's got some space. The 40. The 30, the 10, return a pick six, touchdown, Utes. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
And the TCU offense will take over first and 10.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. Empty backfield, offense spreading the field with 5 wide. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Offense Lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Looking to throw it on first down. Off target and incomplete. Here's the second down play. And he drops back in the gun. Looking right, this one caught. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looks left and finds his target there. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
When he doesn't hang on, looks like it was deflected before it got to him. It'll bring up second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Back to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. He's going to lose yards there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Utah offense takes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Utah 38, TCU 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the back now goes in motion. Looking for some space. It's Connors. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Of 3. Brings up second down.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Terry. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
And the Utes will bring their punt team onto the field.
On to kick it away.
Kicked it too far. It lands in the end zone for a touchback. And the TCU offense takes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looks to the left. Pass caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs have 1st and 10 here.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it.
He's got it right near the end zone. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Here comes the point after attempt.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. They're setting now to try the PAT.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
He's missed it. The extra point is no good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
Set to advance on the play.
And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Utah offense takes the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run.
42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders.
Trying to pick up the yardage with the jet sweep. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Great job by the backside of this defense, staying home and not getting sucked in. They were in position, and by being in position, you can see the athletic ability to be able to make a play against a very gifted wide receiver who's running very fast. Nice play by the D.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Pass rush closing in. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. So behind the 6, 2nd and long from their 14. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Here's another interception, but we're losing track. Going the other way, can they catch him? Crosses the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Utah. Lining up to try the extra point.
Is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away.
TCU 13.
Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. And they bring him down. Blocker is not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Snags a quick throw. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Makes a quick catch. They've got him after a 7-yard gain. So 2nd and 3.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obvious.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. He got away with one there. A dangerous throw.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he's going to launch it deep again. That one falls incomplete.
Tight end.
Tried to press in deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They've converted one of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. A pop pass on the jet sweep inside the 25. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, TCU.
TCU.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Now the try for 2. And they're trying to punch it in here. And the defense wraps him up.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
45. TCU 19.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick it off.
And now the kicking team has called for a timeout before the kickoff.
TCU.
I believe they can line up here to go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And with this one wrapped up, the quarterback will just take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now